up, guys? So I'm on the way back from Pensacola, and I was doing a Datalog, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. I'm riding in Vincent's 94 GT. It's got the 302 in it, ported Explorer heads, and a little cam, and a Chinese Cobra intake. There's hope. Man, I hope that place opens back up soon. But I was going to show you on the Datalog here. Is that right there, the 34? That is the load. That's how hard the engines are being worked. We were going up a hill. Right now we're going 80, 79, 80. That's that one right there. And then the load is like 27 to 30. That's at a steady 79, 80 miles an hour. And that right there is the mileage it gets. The top one is like the instant, and then the other one is like the average that's doing on the trip. I've had the Datalog going since I got out of Pensacola. I'm going to shut it off here in a little while because it's probably gathered enough data just going in a straight line, just up and down the hills on the way on I-10 back from Pensacola. All I did was we went to the junkyard, then Rod came over there, and then Anthony from up in Alabama showed up. Went to Whataburger and got some lunch. I gave Anthony a set of P heads that Kyle had given to me, and I got some connectors and a few doodads from the junkyard that I needed to get for some projects at the house. County Sheriff out on the interstate. But the items of interest I figured you might find interesting is the down here you got the engine temperature, coolant temp, and then the upper one is the temperature of the intake air going in. And then that number is what the mass air meter is reading. It measures the amount of air coming in and the voltage. That one's what the engine's calculated for horsepower and torque being made right now. That's RPM, that's mile an hour. That's what the O2s are reading. They're switching back and forth, and then the corrections for them. That's just in a chart. Down here you got the spark. What the BAP sensor reads, voltage, and the ISC DC is the idle speed controller duty cycle. And then over here's you got the mileage thing again. And then I think it's on there a couple times, mile per hour. That was all. That's all going to end up on like a spreadsheet. It's gonna tell me what the what kind of corrections I need to make to the tune. And the tune is pretty much dialed in right now. Whenever I do Datalogs, mostly they just kind of flip back and forth between a couple of values. So I think we got that part dialed in. Vincent's trading in his Focus today. He'll be driving this pretty much every day. CarMax is offering him like $7,000 over what he owes on it, so I said he'd be foolish not to jump on that because he can use the money to get a couple more things for the Capri and set some money aside to eventually buy a house, invest some other money, and so that's his plan. And I'll be driving the red car or the blue car until I finish the LTD. And I will probably tomorrow I'll get a video up about what's going on with the LTD. But I figured I'd show you stuff about the Datalog while I was doing it with this thing. It runs pretty good. We'll probably put it up on a dyno when we go to Johnny's on April 30th. I think Anthony's going to try to bring his Pinto that he's got a, I think he's got a 347 in it when he comes. He's got everything ironed out by then. But anyway, that was about it. Like I said, we're at 5 minutes. That's plenty enough of this stuff. I figured I'd show you what was going on with this. And I think that's about it, brother. So we'll wrap this up. Appreciate y'all subscribing and watching and all that stuff. Later.